Hey Marie, baby, how you doing? Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Come on to the room, you guys. This is gonna be not that long. I just want to say some stuff based on what's been going on over this past weekend, whatever. And y'all saw the title, acceptance. The title of this video. It's gonna be a quick little video. Hey Madeline, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? And I want everyone to understand. This is not an attack on anyone or whatever it may be, but this is just my interpretation based on what I've been experiencing, what I've been seeing, and based on watching videos and stuff like that, and watching panels of people talk, give their opinion, stuff like that. Acceptance. That's something that we all need to learn to have for ourselves, first and foremost. And I think that people are getting distracted or getting confused or going into these whole dialogues and diatribes of conversations about certain things that really isn't rooted in anything. No one on this platform, no one on social media knows their subscribers, their followers, their whomever 100% because we very rarely have contact with one another. And people can be whoever they want to be here on the social media applications that we choose to be involved in. So if people are misinterpreting what you do and or who you are, it's based on what you are presenting to us here on the YouTube. Hey Sharice baby, how you doing? It's people if people are misinterpreting what's going on with you or how you're moving, it's because they only have to go by what you are presenting to us on here. So if in real life you are a cool, nice person who is fun loving and joyful and jovial, well, it's not. But when you come online, you become this asshole, this prick, this bitch, this whatever the case may be. If we don't know you in real life, all we have to go by is what you present to us on YouTube. Hey Mia, baby, how you doing? Hey BNGB, how you doing, sweetheart? So I don't understand how people get upset when all people have to do is go by what you present to us on YouTube. Now, not everyone's gonna like this, not everyone's gonna understand it, what's not, but oh well, it is what it is. This is my platform, this is my opinion, this is how I feel, and this is what I see that is going down and going on. Hey Sour Patch, baby, how you doing? Harper Sean, how you doing, baby? If someone's upset because they are being misinterpreted on YouTube, how about you look at yourself and what you're presenting on YouTube or on social media, period? I can't know you if I don't meet you or know you. All I can do is go by what you show me and what you give me on your social media application that I choose to follow you on or watch you on. And if that is something that you don't, that you feel is not right, hey Denia, baby, how you doing? You know, that has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with you and yourself. It has everything to do with what the package that you choose to present to us. All of us present packages on here, be it as a subscriber, as a content creator, as someone in the bushes who comes out every once in a while, someone who chooses to show their face or not show their face, or whatever the case may be. We all choose to present a piece of ourselves to the world. And how people interpret that is based on what you present. And they can either accept it or not accept it. And with the whole thing of acceptance, it first starts with you accepting who you are. It first starts with you understanding who you are, how you want to present yourself to the world, and what outcome you want to have from that presentation. You must first learn how to accept yourself for who you are, for what you have to offer. And then and only then can you actually articulate and present that true form of who you are to the world. Now, once you do that and it's authentic and it's consistent, what's up, so blessed baby? How you doing, baby? What's up, the soap? How you doing? Lemon drop, how you doing? Once you present it and it's the most authentic form of yourself possible, at that point you can say, "I wash my hands," and whatever you do, do. Whatever you do. Y'all know I'm so silly. Whatever I present to you, this is who I am, fully, truthfully, and honestly, consistently. But when you are flipping all around the world, this way and that way, up and down, you're hot, you're cold, you're lukewarm, and all these things, you know, that confuses people. No one wants to be confused. There's enough confusion going on in everyone's real life, from the whole situation, what's going on with the elections, the COVID stuff, whatever case may be, what's not, or 19 stuff, I should say, whatever. Personal issues, people's trying to find jobs, don't want jobs, not finding the right job, not finding the right paying job, whatever the case may be. There's so much other family issues. Some people are starving out here. Some people don't have a place to live. Some people are going to get evicted because they don't pay their bills. Whatever the case may be, whatever personal issues that we all have within ourselves, we don't have time to come on here onto YouTube and try to, figure out who someone else is. Try to find out your underlying meaning or your underlying motives of why you're doing certain things. All we have to do to go by is what you present to us, and all we can do is be able to accept it or not accept it. And don't get mad when people say, I don't like this aspect of who you are. I don't like this aspect of what you do. I don't like this aspect of what you say. It's their right to do so. And it's also their right to keep watching you, to see if you're going to change, to see, to make sure that, the decision that they made to not like something about you is that the correct decision, or is this able to change their mind? Just like people are able to change their mind of who they like and who they don't like, who platform they go on and who platform not to go on, we all have the right to our own personal beliefs and our own personal opinions. And how we express those things is up to us. It's not for anyone to tell anyone else how to express their own personal opinions. I can personally say I don't like it, I don't understand it, which y'all hear me say that a lot. I don't understand it, I don't get it. But once again, like I always say as well, it's not for me to get and to understand everything that someone else does. All I need to be able to understand and accurately articulate is how I respond to it, how I choose to. What's up, sipping socialite baby? How you doing? You know, this all this is up for me to interpret, do my interpretations was that, and move according to how I feel. Now, everything I feel, just because I say I don't understand someone, don't mean I don't like someone. I don't like I said, I'm the first one to admit I know very few people on the social media application. I watch even less people on the social media application because I know that based on what they've done previously, based on what I have seen them do, based on what they've done to me, was not they're not for me, because I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with you all day long. But at the same time, if something is intriguing, I may dip over there, what's not, just to see, to make sure that my interpretations and my things were accurate. Or do I need to reevaluate what I thought of you and give you an opportunity? But at the same time, an opportunity to what? Because if I don't know you personally, I don't owe you anything. You don't owe me anything. I know it's a choice that I tune into someone's channel, or if I choose to engage with someone. That's a personal choice that I need to make. It's no one else's decision but my own. And hey, Miss Queenie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? I just don't get how everything is always a conversation. Like, I think that you can have a conversation about situations and how these situations make you feel. But to personally involve individuals who I personally feel is seeking attention, who personally say they are seeking attention, was not, be it based on their words coming out of their mouth or be it based on their actions. Y'all know if I chose to be messy or petty, was not, I would do that, and I would talk to individual individually, or specifically, I should say. Or if I want my numbers to be higher, I will put people's names into my videos, into the titles, was not, to try to call them out, to garner that type of attention, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's not that important. I mostly talk about situations based on what I've seen. And it may involve certain people that have experienced a situation where it's not, but at the same time, I don't care enough about the person themselves to try to call them out on what they do, because I don't care. I don't know you. I don't have any type of energy toward you one way or the other, good, bad, or indifferent. And I, more likely than not, would never meet you. So I will never be in physical or personal contact with you for me to even go further than just talking about the situation themselves, if that makes sense. Hey, Shakila, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? So my thing is, I just don't understand. It baffles me sometimes when I look at these adults who I I'm assuming, but that's once again my fault for assuming stuff, that these are intelligent, logical, critical thinking people, and they choose to get fired up or choose to get upset based on what another adult is doing outside of their privy or outside of their control. When someone shows you who they are, believe it. And when people on here, especially this in this sector of YouTube, show us certain things, exactly, except in social life. You know what I'm saying? We have no choice but to believe it because we don't know these people. We don't know each other like that. We like each other. We find each other entertaining and comical sometimes, sometimes intellectual, was not sometimes, saying talented, whatever. But we don't know the core of the human being. And if the human being don't know the core of who they are, all they can come on here and do is show us flip floppy. All they can do is show us they're being hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? They're going up, they're going down with that because they don't know who they are. They don't have a solid base in which they can actually stand on and think and step back and say, oh yeah, this is who I am. This is what I want to present to my audience or to the audience out there was not, and give them the option to either to like it or dislike it or to either to accept it or not accept it. You know, if thing is, I think that y'all giving her too much credit anyway. Y'all giving like people on here gives other people way too much credit. I don't know her. I never watched her like that was not. So I don't. I never follow her whatever. But based on the little bit that I do know about her was not. It takes a weak individual, like I said, who does not know who they are, to follow and let someone mold you into anything. Because once again, she's only one person that was on here on YouTube. Hey, Percent A, how you doing, baby? And people that I guess will subscribe to her was all across the country, all across the world. And if you let some one person dictate and determine who you are, where you have no physical contact with this individual, but you're following their doctrine, it goes back to what I'm saying. You don't know who you are. You haven't grasped who you are. You're just holding on and trying to grab onto anything that sounds good that can give you a little bit of stability in your life because your life in real life has to be in a state of confusion. No one on here will give me a foothold on who I am in my real life. You're right about that. That is true, Marie. There's a lot of weak individuals around here. You're right about that. You know what I'm saying? And so if you know, I think so as well. Sipping social life. But like I said, I mean, if anyone can say, like, even people say, "Oh, well, you're following personal hero," like, no, no one's really like. I mean, well, they probably are following, but I think that if you are to the point to where you have to follow someone and someone give you that guidance and tell you how to live and how to sail through your life, there's more than just those issues going on with you. Because in real life, people don't do that. You know what I'm saying? People don't look for someone that they don't know, that they don't have any personal contact with, to be that shelter from the storm. There's moments when we look for other people to that, but if you live your whole life based on that, and every time your existence is, you choose to indoctrinate yourself into what someone else says or what someone else does or how someone else feels or what someone else believes and thinks, you don't know who you are as an individual. But like I said, when you come on here as a content creator or as a subscriber, whatever the case may be, all we know of you is what we see of you. All we can understand of you is what you present to us. Like I always say, I don't know these people was not. I met a couple people was not, and they seem to be in line to who their characters was on YouTube. seen. Some fell out, some no longer talk to us, not. But at the same time, who they were on YouTube, come to see, was not who they were, or who they were that I met was not who they are on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have time to try to decipher and figure out what's your motives and who you really are. I don't have time for that. That's not what it's about. Discernment. They do like discernment. That's right, memory. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not even a like. And my thing is like, I mean, it's just not him. It's like even if people look at me as of something, well, no, I'm just one person. I'm just showing y'all talking to you guys about who I am and what I'm about. I think I'm a pretty cool person. I think that I'm a pretty genuine person. I think that I've presented myself as I am. You know what I'm saying? But also say don't put me on some type of thing to where it's like, oh well, he is this person that doesn't do anything wrong. No, I've done wrong. I do wrong. I cuss. I do all kind of stuff. It's not I cuss you out. I'm messy. I'm petty. I'm everything. I am all the emotions. I am a complete individual. So if I do something that may not be within character of what your thought of me is, I don't want you to be thinking, oh well, I never thought that. Think it, because I'm capable of doing it. I'm capable of being the best person in the world, and I'm also capable of being the worst person in the world. And see, my thing is, I understand that about myself. I understand the fact that what I'm saying, I don't strive for perfection in no one else's eyes. I strive to be the best person I was meant to be in all aspects of it. You're right. It's all smoke and mirrors. You're right about that. My thing is exactly. I don't understand. But then you get mad when people judge you based on what you presented to us. Well, that's not really me. That's not really me. That's not really them. That's not really them. Then who are they? I don't know them personally. All I know of them is what they presented to me. If you present to me smoke and mirrors, well, it's not. I have no choice but to believe the smoke and mirrors until something else comes crashing down. You know, I can't sit up here and say, oh well, I know that's not them, and they just putting on, what I'm saying, a show. Well, you present to the world what you want the world to see. If I come out here with a pink tutu on, some purple pumps, and some green eyelashes on, well, it's not. I want to present myself as a clown. So therefore, you have no choice but to leave me as a clown. I can't say, oh, this is not who I am, but yet I'm standing in front of you looking like a damn fool. I can't say this is not who I am when I came to you and presented myself to you as that character or caricature. People get upset because you choose to believe what they present. And then when they start presenting different things and going different routes, well, it's not, you get confused and start asking questions. Well, why don't you believe me? Because I don't know what you're saying. I can't interpret what's going on with you. It's not, yes, you're diverse, we're all diverse, but at the same time, there needs to be some type of stability. It seems like you don't have no stability. You're just tethering in the wind. You're going with it whichever way the wind blows. Well, people have different motivations as well. So if your motivation is to make sure that you don't starve and what like whatever can it be, whether you'll do anything for money when you don't have that also. But also that's another thing. People will do anything for money when you don't have a foothold in reality and in truth and a solid plan to build upon. You would do anything for money or for stardom or for recognition or for acceptance and things of that nature. If you don't really understand who you are, you're not able to present yourself to the world as you are. So people, saying who, like I said, people who do the most stuff and who talks the most stuff and the most mess and the most nonsense was not, look at their lives. It's just in shambles. And when your life is in shambles, you're going to do anything you can. You're going to try to hold on to anything you can to make sure, you know what I'm saying, that you keep this facade up. Right, Habershon. If you ask a question, you're a hater. No, it's not a hater. I'm just asking questions for understanding. I'm asking questions for clarity. I'm asking questions to even have you think about this in a different way. Not everyone's hating on people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not every question is a hater. There's a way to ask a question. There's a way to talk to people what's not and be respectful. Then there is a way for you to, what I'm saying, keep up with the mess and just to be part of a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Everyone just want to be part of a conversation because I don't know what their issue is in their real life. But I'm saying we only can accept you as you are based on what you presented to us. And if you can't do that with us now and give us the real or the truth of who you are, then point is muted. The point is crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit up here, you know what I'm saying, and say, well, that's not me or that's not them. That's not the real them was not. But at the same time, all I know of said individuals or the people on here was that is what you present to me because I don't know you in real life. We don't have conversations. We're not going to have conversations. That's not saying we don't, but we're not going to have conversations. Well, it's not. You know, and what you present to once we do have conversations outside of YouTube, and how you present yourself to me, then if it's not congruent with what you present yourself on YouTube, is not more likely it's never going to work out as far as building a friendship or any type of relationship, but a YouTube situation. You know, it's all about knowing who you are. It's all about respecting who you are. It's all about accepting who you are and presenting that person to the world. No one wants to see. I I, I don't want anyone around me who's not 100% themselves, not 100% truthful with who they are and what they're about. Period. Yeah. Exactly. So on social life, exactly. If you're weird on here, you're weird out of here. If you're messy on here, you're messy outside of here. If you're backstabbing, two-faced, low life, low class rodent on here, I'm assuming you're the same way in real life. That's why I say it's not just like because you just can't be a petty, messy, good for nothing individual on YouTube, but yet you're a saint in real life. Those two things doesn't match. If you're that on YouTube, you're pretty much that in real life as well. That's just who you are. If you are a busybody, nosy individual that's in everyone's business here on YouTube, that's pretty much who you are in real life. You know, it is. I'm unbothered on here. I'm unbothered in real life. I'm sometimes an asshole on here. I'm sometimes an asshole in real life. Well, I'm also an asshole in real life. It just is what it is. I get you. I'm not trained in it like you are, but mine is based on my experience. I look for people. I look at people for who they are, not who I want them to be. I don't try to change people was not. I don't try to, you know, make them into something that they're not. I accept you for who you are, the good, the bad, and the different. I know that life is about choices. I make the choice to be around people sometimes just to make sure that I understand or get some understanding. You know, it's never about and for me, it's about consistency. So even if something that someone does is not quite what I would do, if you're consistent and you stand in it was not, I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like everything, but I can accept it. I can accept the fact that you are going to do what you're going to do. You're going to say what you're going to say. You're going to be who you're going to be. It ain't my place to try to change you. It's not my place to try to do all that. Exactly. Yeah. Accept you for where you are, and then I make the decision to either rock with you or not. you know. But everyone that I meet is not my friend. Everyone that I meet, what I'm saying, is not going to be someone that I am, what I'm saying, promoting and contacting and all that stuff. No, you know, keep the clout, keep the whatever the case may be. It's not. I don't need all that. I'm comfortable enough in my real life to be myself in my real life and on YouTube and everywhere else I go. You know, it's never going to be about me trying to, what I'm saying, prove myself to someone. Oh yes, definitely have boundaries. That's why I say I don't like people speaking to me any kind of way. I don't like certain names or certain words was not being spoken to me. Was not. I understand if that's part of your vernacular or whatever, and you do that on a daily basis, and that's what you do. But when you're speaking with me, please be respectful of my boundaries. Please be respectful of how I choose to conduct myself. You know what I'm saying? And how and the environment in which I choose to be in. That's why I don't choose to be everywhere because I can't be everywhere because people don't respect boundaries. People don't respect. You know what I'm saying? Other people's sensitive idiosyncrasies. And if you can't do that, well, it's not. If you don't try to do that, there's no need for me to talk with you. There's no need for me to engage with you or interact with you if you're not trying to respect that. Yeah, y'all like the video. Y'all, like I said, this is not about mess. It's not about nonsense, whatever. It's just about simple, conversations with one another. That's very true as well. A lot of people on here are insecure. A lot of people on here are looking for someone to save them or encourage them to be whoever they is that they want to be, what's not, opposed to finding the strength within themselves and encouragement within themselves to do that. That's true too. And when you are secure and you're confident who you are, you become, oh well, they're cocky or they don't, I'm saying, they're conceited or they're, no. It's just that when you know who you are and you know that, I'm saying, even if you're not in the best situation in the moment, you know that, I'm saying, you are the one that needs to prepare yourself and to be your best self. You are the one who needs to make sure that everything you do is what it needs to be done in order for you to be where you want to go or get where you want to go. And you don't depend on someone else to do that for you. You don't depend on people to give you anything or to, big you up. You should be bigging yourself up. You should have the confidence within yourself to know, what it is. I don't watch him, so I don't know what girl acted what way. I don't, yeah, I don't watch him. See, that's the thing. Like everyone who pops up, who's popping at the moment that everyone's watching and going over there was now, but yet they don't like the individual. If I don't mess with you or I don't rock with you, I don't care how popping you are or how much fun the people that I like say that your thing is and how consistent you are. I'm not watching you because I don't like you. I saw you from the very beginning of who you were, what you was trying to do, the lies you told, the manipulation you tried, the distractions that you did. So I can only assume that's who you are, and based on what I'm hearing, based on what people say about that individual over there was not. That's what they're about. That's what their channel's about. A lot of manipulation, a lot of bullshit, a lot of crap, a lot of nonsense was not. Why would I put that into my psyche or into my mental, whatever, when I already knew I saw you from the very beginning? So I don't know what happened over there. I really don't care what happened over there or what girl this and the third. Even people that I like when they talk about it, whatever. I choose to turn the page because I don't care. That's how I live my life. Like it's something that I said I don't care about. No, I'm not sneaking and watching and listening and staying, giving you my time and energy. Mm-mm. I don't care. It has nothing to do with you. It just is what it is. You know, I really don't. Like a lot of people I don't like and watch. I heard of the name. I know the name, but mm, don't got the energy. Don't got the time. Don't have the motivation to sit up there and watch people that I don't fool with. Hey Sephora, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Good afternoon. No, no, no. No, that wasn't towards you. I'm just like I said. I didn't know what you was talking about. That's what I was saying because I wasn't. I didn't watch it. That's all it was. Like I said, like just like the whole thing What happened this weekend was now everyone's saying, "Oh well, they were on so and so's page and this and that other." And I don't watch them. I don't watch her. I don't watch. I don't know. I just went by what the commentary was, and that's why my opinion is very blanketed. You know what I'm saying? Don't hold people to these standards. Was not. You know what I'm saying? People, because we've seen that people on here is going to flip flop. People on here is going to engage with who they want to engage with based on whatever motives and agendas they have for themselves. You know, and that's it. And that's what people do on here. Like we seen it happen. We see it happen, and that's why when I was on Goddess's thing last night before I went live for myself, I said, what I'm saying, I don't know why people are so surprised. Then you was there when I said, why are people so surprised? When someone tell you who they are, we need to believe it. When someone show you who they are, we need to believe it. And someone who come on here saying that they're gonna flirt and seek attention was not to get their numbers up and get their money up was not, and they're gonna go wherever they need to go and do whatever they need to do that was not. Why are we surprised that they do that? It's not even a conversation anymore. They told us that what was gonna happen. They told us what was gonna happen. They told us, what I'm saying, what it was. So I don't understand why people are so surprised and shocked. Just like me saying, "Oh, I'm a black man," and then when I show myself, "Oh my God, he's black! Oh my God! Oh my God, did y'all know he's black? Oh my God, I told you I was black." What's the conversation now? If someone says something, and then turns out that it's revealed that they are what they say they are, or they're doing what they say they're doing, there's no need for a conversation. Like I said, is a news cycle that slow that we can't talk about something else that's going on? You know, but that's just me. That's just me. You know, I just like to keep my life as simple as possible. Mm. No, this ain't that little small comment was about him, but this whole thing isn't about that. It's just about people accepting who people are. You know, but he did. He did. He did. When you allow someone to come on here and sweet talk you and whisper in your ear what's not, and you fall for it, it is what it is. Like as I said, I can be mad at anyone for doing that. You see a window, you see an opening, you go for it. Just like if you playing football was not, if you see an opening was not, you run through that opening was not to get that touchdown. You know, if you happen to make it, you happen to make it. If you happen to get stopped, you happen to get stopped. But there's no harm if you don't try. You know, a lot of people was not are upset and mad. I don't care one way or the other. Shit, because I didn't fall for it. I don't fall for it. I see people, and I listen to what you say. And when you say it, I believe you. I have no choice but to. I accept what you say. I accept what's going on. I accept, what I'm saying, who you are. And then I make the determination to either rock with you or not. I I I spot you when you leaving your door. When you leave your door, get in your car, drive over to my house and just knock my door. I saw you coming before you even left your damn parking lot. I see it all. I mean, and like I said, and I just sit back and wait, and then when it unfolds, I'm like, okay, told you. Say it to myself and keep it moving. I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I'm not. Mm-mm. Why would I do that? I saw it coming from the very beginning. I heard what you said from the onset when I heard you. You know, how many of these people that we see that's fly by night? We seen people was not coming to this sector or coming on YouTube was not with a blaze of glory was not, and then fizzle out just as fast as they came in. How many have we seen do that? Whatever. You come in hot. Next thing you know, you ice cold. Sephora, baby, you've been here for a minute. Y'all know when I say certain things, well, it's not. And when I'm give you a or I sit back and just watch and now and don't mention people's name, well, it's not because I'm seeing you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you move on these YouTube streets. I'm watching how what you say and how you say it. I'm watching how you move. What's not. It's not, and it's not that it's good and or bad. It's just that I'm seeing it. I don't get um enthralled into, oh well, someone got a nice little voice or someone have a cute little platform or someone is attractive to that. First of all, no one's attractive to me like that. No one's that cute. No one is. I'm not even that cute. You know what I'm saying? To be so dazzling, to pull the wool over someone's eyes. I've been woke. This whole woke generation, this whole woke trend. Please, that's I've been woke. I've been seeing stuff as they are. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. You seen a lot come and go. You know, a lot of them. I mean, up in here, smiling, grinning, you're hot for a moment, your name is buzzing across the streets. Well, it's not everyone subbing and subscribing and sharing. And then what? Next week, no one hears from you because you got shown as a fraud. You got shown as someone that was doing something shady. You know, and like I said, more power to you. It's not. I mean, there's no harm in trying. There's no foul in trying. You do what you need to do. You do it how you need to do it, and it is what it is. You know, I can't be mad at you for it. I just don't have it to do. Exactly. Well, thing is, when I say woke on social life, it's not that my eyes stay open. That's what I mean by that. My eyes have always been open. That's what I mean by woke. Not the whole this black powers woke. Well, it's not no or this hyper masculine woke. No, not that. When I say woke, I mean my eyes stay open. My eyes don't close. I don't close my eyes to people. Well, it's not. You know what I'm saying? My heart is open and so is my eyes. So I'm open to see what's in front of me. I'm open to accept people for who they are, whatever. And very few things go unaware with me. That's how I use the word woke. It may not be how everyone else uses it, but that's how I use it. Yeah, you know, people. I never. I won't say liked, but I never fell for that either. Right about that. I was so sleepy. But yeah, I don't want to come out here too long. Like I said, this is gonna be a little short one, whatever. I just wanted to say, I don't understand how people want us to accept them for who they are, but when you're showing us the worst part of you on YouTube, it's not okay for you to do the things that you do. It's not okay for you to say the things that you say, the most vile, negative things, and then expect people to accept that and then still like you and not question you. But then you say that's not who you are. If you're not willing to show us the real you, the you that you say that you are outside of YouTube, and you show us the most negative, nasty part of who you are on YouTube, we have no choice but to believe that that's who you are all around. That is a general consensus. That's my general consensus. If you're not willing to show me who you are from the jump, then I can't try to decipher what's real and what's not real based on what you show me because I choose to accept you for what you show me. And if you show me the worst part of you, I have no choice but to believe that that's the only part of you that you are because that's the only part that you've shown me thus far. So yeah, I accept you for what you show me. What you show me is what I accept. And I choose to make a decision to either deal with you or not to deal with you, either to view you or not to view you, to talk about you or not to talk about you. Or it's not. But if I have questions, no one's gonna tell me what to do and what and how to do it and when to do it. I will do what I want to do. I'm grown, and no one on here will tell me or make me do anything different than that. Thank you, Sephora, baby. Because I try to be non-biased. I really do try to be non-biased. Well, now I try to take in everything before I make a decision or make a comment about something. You know, I try not to, just go head first into situations now without stepping back and looking at things from all angles, or at least as much as possible. I really do try that. That's why y'all don't hear me talking too much about people that I really don't mess with. You know, I don't care about what's going on in Chicago. I really don't care. On all aspects of it, unless it involves me or unless it affects me in some way, shape, or form. You know, I try not to be too specific until it affects me. But at the same time, I will go with the conversation as well. I will go with the vibe of the conversation and of the chat. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I never give my personal opinion or try to dog anyone out. Well, it's not or be malicious in my conversation because that doesn't help anything or doesn't affect positive change anything. I think I'm pretty consistent in that. You know, aspect of who I am. But yeah, you guys, I just want to come to you guys real quick and be like, because I was still watching some stuff and people were like, well, I was just didn't understand that acceptance is something that we all are looking for and expecting from people, but yet what are we showing them and what do we want them to accept? You can't expect people to accept some BS and then move on. No. Show them who you really are. Show them what you're really about. Show them what's really going on with you and give them an opportunity to, make a accurate decision as to accept you or not to accept you. Yeah, guys, I love you guys for being here as always, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But as I always say, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and definitely respect someone else. If you ever liked the video already, please like the video on the way out. I definitely appreciate it. If you're just coming in, it's not a very long one, about 45 minutes or so. Um, and I think that, I said some stuff that needs to be said, so that people need to hear. Y'all have a great day. Get your day started. Be safe. And I will talk to you guys later. See y'all on these YouTube streets from the bushes. It's your boy Food Junkie, and I'm out. Bye.